Well, hello, Coffee Tavern friends. How y'all doing? It's eggnog, little Smokies, and CheeseBall.
I'm not drinking no eggnog.
And Mama's having just her CheeseBall with her red pepper jelly on it. You want some Smokies?
Yeah, I'm going to get me some Smokies in a minute.
I guess that could be a CheeseBall you're eating.
This is a cheese.
It's just cream cheese and red pepper jelly, but it's also a snacky McSnackerson.
Oh, what? Oh, what did you say?
It's one of those holiday snacks that people talk about. It's not a proper supper.
No, it's not. That's for certain.
But it's good. And it's what I kind of wanted. We've had so much rich food. It's not rich, I guess, but you know, casseroles and all that good stuff that I'm thinking today. I had my ham salad sandwich for lunch, like I told y'all.
Late lunch.
Yeah, I didn't get lunch till 3 o'clock. So I'm not starving at 6:30. So we broke this out and we was just gonna eat this and then chat with you all. And Mama said, "What are you waiting on?" I said, "I don't know. You think they want a snack?" I said, "Well, that's what you're eating for supper." I started without Mama. Because at first she wasn't going to eat. And then she decided with Smokey, if I was going to eat Smokies, she's going to eat them. This is New Year's, this is Christmas Eve leftovers. And before you ask, this is not the eggnog that got Grandma in trouble with the reindeer.
Is that Tristan just singing it a few minutes ago?
When I poured my eggnog, I said, "Grandma got run over by a reindeer." I never did like that song. But she's supposed to drink too much eggnog and got herself in trouble. Maybe she had, was a diabetic and she got too high on sugar.
I don't think that's what this is talking about.
Maybe they spiked theirs. What do you think?
I think it's spiked the way this talking.
A lot of people think all eggnog is spiked, but you have to put something in it. This is just half-gallon eggnog from the grocery. I'm just gonna eat a little bit of this because
Well, was that just sprinkling in it? Cinnamon?
a little bit of nutmeg.
Oh. You see what I'm having? I'm not having that stuff.
You're having caffeine though.
This is caffeine free.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
In the blue pitcher.
It was
Dooley.
all caffeine free that I made this week.
Was it?
Mm-hmm.
Well, Mama, I didn't know it. I was laying out from it yesterday early. Even though coffee don't bother me, it seems like other caffeines do. What have you done today, Mama? You got dressed?
Well,
I noticed that right off the bat. She had a
I
pretty,
don't know if you call this dressed or not.
well, it's a sweatshirt with some snowman on it.
I pulled off my pajamas this morning first thing.
And that's your major accomplishment for the day?
Well, I thought that was pretty good myself.
I'm proud of you.
I'm proud
Let's go
of
with
you
proud.
too.
So I want to ask y'all. I love leftover appetizers. I do too, Jeanette. I love leftover appetizers. They just keep getting better and better, don't they? What was your favorite appetizer? And which did your family like the best? Share some recipes with us, and if we can see them on here, find them. We might try some new stuff, maybe one for New Year's Eve. Which I don't know if I finished talking about that last night.
You what?
I get distracted. So we want to invite you all to our New Year's Eve party. It's right here, live on Facebook. We do the countdown and everything. We just do an early bird special. We use New Year's Eve at 9 p.m.
Then I can rush into the bed.
Because let me tell you, a good majority of y'all, maybe a party, I don't know, but a good majority of y'all will sit up, you'll watch the big ball drop, you'll count down, you'll turn that off, and you'll go to bed. I mean, that's the facts. Mom and I, well, let me separate Mama and I. Mama would sit up and watch it. Mm-hmm. And I just checked with her the next day and said, did the new year get in? And she'll say, yeah.
Made it just fine.
Now, when I was younger, in the 20s and the 30s, part of the 40s, I would always be at some gathering. And we used to have church services sometimes. But most of the time, it was at nothing too out of hand or nothing, but just a little get together. Or we'd be somewhere on New Year's Eve. So I've had the New Year's Eve, ringing in the New Year Eves. All that business, I've enjoyed it. But in the past 10 years, I just go to bed and trust them to get it in here. And
it seems to always make it, Rose.
I'll head on to bed at 9. And I'll lay there. And I do like to watch New Year's Eve around the world. Australia, they had a 14-hour jump on us. So 2 or 3 years ago, I'm not sure which. Have we done it 3 times?
I don't think so.
We dropped the ball here at 9 p.m. So for some of you folks who...
Maybe this will make 3 times. I don't know.
I agree, Terry. Thank you. I love eggnog. I do too. I don't drink a lot of it. This is the only half gallon I bought this year, and tonight's the first time. I was going to open it for Christmas Eve, and then...
You usually have 2 or 3 drunk before now. Usually 2 anyway.
Because they start around Thanksgiving with it. Or Halloween. Eggnog's out for a while in our stores. But anyway, I'll go to bed this year after we drop the ball here. And we will be just as informed. The new year will get here just as quick for us as it will for everybody else who are going to set up to 12 o'clock and do the same thing. So Sunday night, we're having the early bird special New Year's Eve party. And we want to invite everybody to join us. And who knows, we may have a surprise guest. Who knows? I'm not promising that.
Is that me, the surprise guest?
You're a surprise, I reckon. But I hardly count you as a guest.
No.
But anyway, we want to invite y'all to join us. And we will be starting around 8-ish. But at 9 o'clock, we'll be doing the big countdown. And we'll drop the magic ball. And it'll look huge.
Oh, wow.
Just like this. If you get it close enough to the camera, everything looks big. So we'll have our drop at 9 p.m. And we'll say Happy New Year and we'll blow a whistle and all that. And you'll swear you're at a 12 o'clock party. But you can go on to bed, and then the next
That's
day.
old folks' New Year's.
I'm not old.
I am.
There's a lot. It's in fact a lot of kids that don't want to sit up till 12 could join our New Year's Eve party.
Now, what kid don't want to sit up to 12?
Well, they all want to, but several of them don't make it.
Oh.
Now, when I was a kid, I could make it. I could sit up all night. It's just when I got older that I don't want to. I like to be in the bed at 9 o'clock, ready to read a book, just catch something on TV. Mostly read a book, to watch something on my phone, to see your all's comment. I want to be laying down 9 o'clock to enjoy the evening and then drift off to sleep. I love that. And I like that on New Year's Eve too. So I'm not going to be sitting up here till midnight. Ain't going to happen. But I do enjoy a good New Year's Eve party at 9 o'clock. So join us for that. I'll be joining you. Thank you, Cheryl. We have one RSVP. Y'all RSVP and let us know if you're going to show up.
Formal.
Well, if midnight would come earlier, I would stay up. Marty, I agree with you.
That's the way to look at it.
Marty cracked up. I agree with you. So that's the reason we just bump it back to 9 p.m. We get our money's worth. We don't miss a thing. We count everything. We even sometimes, try to sing that song they sing. I always mess it up. I don't even know the real words or how to say it. But we get our money's worth for our New Year's Eve party. Sitting right here.
Eating everything we feed.
We eat. We have good party food. We chat about the new year. Chat about the old year. We drop that ball at 9 p.m. and say, Happy New Year. And it's just the same as. You don't have to sit at 12 o'clock to do that. Our church has a New Year's Eve watch service. We will bring in the new year with Jesus Christ. Dottie, I like that. We've done that for years at our church too. Then we got our congregation aged, and it was just hard to drive home. And then, unfortunately, we had several beer joints. We don't have them now as much, but there was a lot of beer joints in town, like three in this area. And it just really wasn't safe to be out because people had partied all evening. Midnight came, they've done their ball drop, and then they start heading home. And there was just an unusual number of people probably who had been drinking on the roads. And so we determined it's probably not safe to be out that late. Now there's not as many beer joints right here in this area, and it probably wouldn't be as big an issue, but New Year's Eve is a busy night. I don't know what's going on. So just be careful. But I do like that, Dottie. We used to sing and eat and have a great time. I feel the same way, John. RSVP Pam Burton, thank you. I will be joining Tina, thank you. I'll be here, Lisa, thank you. I will be Becky. John, 9 o'clock comes, I'm ready for bed. Hey, that's what I'm saying to you. Is your name Carol Clark? That's what I'm saying. We ain't setting up till midnight to do the same thing we can at 9 o'clock. I mean, give it a year or two, girl. It might be 6 p.m. I'll be there. Thank you, Jeff. I'll be there with bells on. Thank you, Deanna. Yvonne says RSVP. Y'all are the best. I just love it. Y'all just play along. I'll be there with y'all. Thank you, Judy. We'll be watching. Thank you. I never make it. Susan, I have great intentions. I don't think I'm going to sit up to midnight this year.
Was it last year I told you I sat right up and after we did ours and I fell asleep right before the ball fell?
I said, but Mama, this was the next morning. She said, I don't know if they dropped the ball or not. I said, Mama, it's still January 1, so we made it. So. Anyway, a good time will be had by all. So we want to invite you all to join us Sunday night, New Year's Eve, for the early bird special ball drop at 9 p.m. So fun for everyone. So what are y'all going to do for New Year's? Some of y'all going to be up to midnight. Some of y'all have a party to go to. Some of y'all going to New York City. Now, I always wanted to go to New York City for the ball drop until I had some friends who went, and they talked more about the standing there hour after hour waiting more than that ball drop and the crowds and the traffic and they talked me right out of it, telling me how much fun they'd had. And then a friend of mine, she's quite gifted with travel. She loves, and she can plan a travel trip better than anybody I've ever asked to plan one. She had found a deal where you could stay at a hotel right there. It was all inclusive. You could stay 3 nights, and it was right there at the ball drop. You could sit on your balcony and like that. Now that I could do. You'd have a restroom. It'd be warm. You could sit. That we could do sometime. So if I did, I'd probably have to do it that way instead of the traditional standing in the street. That'd be hard. But I've been to New York City, and it was, well, let's just say it was quite a buzz. The whole city just buzzes with excitement, 24/7. I couldn't imagine being there on New Year's Eve and all that crowd and all those people and the ticker tape and all those things. It would be exciting.
I get lost for myself and all that crap.
Oh, Mama, I'd have one of them kid leashes on you. I couldn't take her down there. She's about this much shorter than everybody else. She'd be down in the middle of that and I'd have to pull her out. Could you imagine? I never miss your New Year's party. 9. Well, thank you, Sally. 9 is late enough for me. Yep, and me too. It's good to see you, Pamela. I was with you all the last 2 years. I thought this was the 3rd one. And we'll be here for 24. We're going to bring it in.
Oh, ain't that unreal to think about 2024?
I know, but you know,
That's
I'm
like
a little
the
disappointed.
Jetson age.
No, we passed the Jetsons.
I know it, but you were.
I'm a little disappointed. When I was a kid, I don't know if it's just because it was a good even number. We always thought by 2020 we'd be flying like the Jetsons. And 2020 seemed like such a space age era. And we used to say, kids will be going to school on the moon. We'll be walking. I mean, it was just unreal what we thought we was going to be doing. And so here we are, and I'm like, no, not
Same
yet.
old thing.
Not yet. Maybe by 2020, by 2040. We're
I
getting
will
closer.
see that, so.
We're getting closer to flying cars, I believe. Probably hovercraft of some kind. What do you think about it, Mama?
I'll stick to a donkey. Ride a donkey for I do that.
I love it. But anyway, that's what we're up to. And now today is Wednesday of this middle week that's always a little, you don't really know what day
It exists, but it don't exist.
I used to have a friend that should say, this feels like a day that's never been invented before. And
We've
I
had
say,
a
yeah,
lot of them
I do.
lately.
I get that. I understand that concept now. So today it seems like halfway like a Tuesday, but not exactly. Tomorrow don't seem like Thursday, even though it's the last day of my work week. I want it to seem like Friday. But it don't. Oh, mercy. Y'all come up with some snacks. So drop us a recipe for the best CheeseBall, Little Smokies,
Finger food.
finger food. I made up a finger food over the weekend, and our family loved it. And
What was it? I can't remember yesterday.
Mama's little niece, she really loved it. She just loved it. What I done is Mama had made some pimento cheese this week. So there's a little bit of pimento cheese left, but it wasn't quite enough, I didn't think, to put out for crackers. And so I put some cheddar cheese in it, and I put this red pepper jelly in it. And it made a delicious cheese spread. And all that melded together. We're not sponsored by these people. This is Stonewall Kitchen. But it is a good red pepper jelly. Now you fancy people out there, make your own. And I would like to try that next year if we get some red peppers.
Kathy's was it Kathy up here that?
I don't remember.
You know, gave us the red pepper jelly.
Kathy.
Lowe's Branch.
Oh. Yes, it was from Lowe's Branch Ranch. Miss Kathy did give us some. I know who you're talking about now. And
it was homemade.
It was homemade, and it was beautiful. It was the prettiest. Miss Kathy, if you're listening, you did a beautiful red pepper jelly. Hers had a few little green specks and a little red specks, but it was just floating perfectly in that jelly. It was beautiful. It really was.
Wonderful jelly it was.
But I like to make some sometime. Because you know, they're fancy like that. And I don't want to be fancy like that. Look at this red pepper jelly I made. But I do like Harry and David's. Mama loves Harry and David's. Do you like this as good as Harry and David's?
Yeah, it's been so long since I've ate theirs, a whole year, so I think this
Mama
is
says
just
this is
as good.
pretty good. Mm-hmm. But Harry and David's is my favorite.
Oh, yeah.
So our friends gave us some last year.
Yeah,
California guys, and they sent it to Mama because they knew she loved it, and we used it. We used that up in a hurry, didn't we, Mama?
Didn't want it to go to waste.
Don't save tomorrow what you can eat today. It'll go bad. It'll go spoiled. That's enough eggnog tonight. I just had that much right there. But that'll be plenty. It's just like drinking ice cream. Mama, you got anything you want to add?
Yeah, I do. Pam called today, and Joe's not doing too good with his heart, his aneurysm.
She's talking about our friends, Miss Pam and Joe, that sends us the ham this year at Christmas. Remember her husband, he's going to be facing some corrective surgeries, but
he has an aneurysm, and then his heart's not doing right. It's on his heart.
So send lots of prayers for him.
And lots of prayers.
If all of us ring those prayer bells, it'll stir up a sound. So let's get those prayer bells ringing for Joe.
He's got tests the 18th and 19th, I think. And they'll know after then when the surgery will be.
And there's other people out there that's facing hardships and problems like that too. Let's just say a little prayer for all them as well. And we see prayer requests coming up through here sometimes. I try to stop and read them when I see them. If there's a need, but if I go back and see them. And then just to make sure that I don't miss anybody. Mama does the same thing. Thank you, Jamie, RSVP. Tammy. I just said, Lord, you send them all, and you know them all. You know the need. And we just pray that you'll answer each and every one according to your will and glory. And that way we cover them all. So we cover y'all in prayer. And we know y'all are covering us in prayer. And we just want to ask you to just pray, especially for Joe and for Pam. And just give them the peace to prepare for it.
They are good people.
They really are. They're dear friends of ours. And think the world of them. We really do. And just pray. Prayers are the best thing in the best way and in the best time. Always.
And if you go to church, ask your church to pray for them. All the prayers we can get will help.
That's right. Thank you all for those hearts for Joe. Folks, I guess that's all we got tonight. I know we're a little bit off our game, but the holidays does that to you. And we've got all this food, to be honest with you. And the thoughts of cooking more.
Don't sound too good.
I made ham salad. We've got dressing in there. I'm thinking about maybe tomorrow. I don't know. I done it last year. You take the dressing and you make a bottom, and you put your turkey and you put your gravy and you make it. I don't know if I'll do it tomorrow or not. Sometimes I get to thinking about it, and I think I just ate that. I just don't want it. So we may just end up freezing the dressing and freezing some of that other stuff and having it on an odd Tuesday night when we don't want to cook. There's only so much upscale you can do. I'm telling you what I want.
What do you want?
I want my mama to make some lasagna and have a good crisp green salad with it. For several reasons. For one reason, she makes a delicious lasagna. For two reasons, I've had a lot of dressing and turkey and ham, and it's like we just had it Thanksgiving, and I've had it at work a couple of times. I've had it at church a couple of weeks back. We had a dinner. So I've not had much lasagna in my life, Mama.
You're not, poor baby. I feel sorry for
Is that
you.
all?
I didn't put nothing on her.
No, but is that all, like 2 pats?
Yeah. You want more pets.
Maggie used to do that. You'd be petting her, and you'd stop, and she'd take her head and go on your hand, like, keep it up. Well, who told you to stop?
I'm not through yet, she'd say.
Yeah. And I did it on purpose. I'd stop.
CR would do your daddy bad that way.
Oh, we sure have missed that old girl this week. Everybody missed her. People were saying, it's not the same without Maggie. Anytime I'm home off work, during a not off work time, it was always confusing to her. She knew I was not supposed to be here 2 days. And when I showed up on the 3rd day, or if I showed up a day early, she was always like, what's he doing here? And so she would always lay right with me or be right under my feet everywhere I sat, because it was unusual for me to be here at this particular time. So I sure have missed her, which I've worked this week. But anyhow, you know how that goes. All right, Mama, I guess we're through.
Yeah.
Thank y'all for putting up with us for one thing and for joining us for another. Thank you for liking, following, and sharing. Y'all are the best. We are growing. Our numbers are going up, and some of y'all are new, I guess. So you aren't completely used to all of our foolishness, but you new people, you'll get used to us, and we appreciate you.
It's getting used to us.
We appreciate y'all, and we look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Who knows, we might even cook something tomorrow. I don't think I'm going to get lasagna tomorrow, really.
I don't think so.
I think I just got that confirmed.
Mm-hmm.
But what could you do to impress me tomorrow, Mama?
Oh, I don't know.
Pork chops. We've not done that in ages. What else have we not done, Mama?
Seemed like we cook till lately.
I'll tell you something you've not fixed in a good spell. Chicken livers. Don't y'all fuss. You know some of us like it and some of us don't.
I figured you'd be wanting pinto beans and
We've not had that in a month.
cornbread for after all that other stuff you ate.
I just had a crazy notion. What'd you do with that ham bone?
I put it in the refrigerator.
Refrigerator. We've got a ham bone that's not frozen, has never been frozen, that needs to meet some white beans.
Oh, white beans. Oh.
Do you all like white beans and ham bone after Christmas? White beans are buttery, kind. Now there is a butter bean. Is that the same thing, Mom?
No, this is Great Northern.
Great Northern white beans with ham and cornbread. You're talking deliciousness. That ham bone and that ham off the ham that we had. Then we saved it. I hope y'all didn't throw yours away. As your garbage ran.
Oh,
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. You can boil it. No, I'm just joking. That ham bone and that white northern beans are delicious. Now, it's good in pintos. But them white northern beans with that ham bone in it, that's some good eats, folks. And a little bit of cornbread. I would even take fried thin cornbread with that. Mama, that's something. I'm so glad you brought that up.
Is that what you want tomorrow?
That could be. Now, if we have that, don't get angry, but we'll have to start that early.
Oh, yeah.
Mama will start that. She could crock pot it and do it about 6 hours. Or she could stand over a Kindle and watch it and do it about 3 or 4. But a good crock pot beans would be good too.
No.
Or you could put it in the pressure cooker.
No.
About 1 hour and a half.
We'll see.
But you don't have to. That was just a passing thought.
Yeah, passing thought. You're looking awful sad over there.
No, I'm not. I'm never sad. RSVP, Kathy, thank you. I'll probably join you also. Hey, Bonnie, glad to help you. We want a good crowd. It's not safe to be out on New Year's Eve. That's true, JP.
That's one thing I was wanting to add to the request. I want everybody to pray for people's safety on the road and traveling and where they're visiting, vacation. Please pray, because they've been several accidents through this area and stuff. So
And you people who have to be out, be careful.
be extra careful, please.
Be careful, be safe. We want to see you back here next year. And we'll be here hopefully every day. I mean, we're not planning on taking any days off. Unless sometimes we'll have family pop in, or we'll have family come and say, hey, come up and we'll eat or something. We just, we hate to always say no. So sometimes I'll say we're having family time tonight, or something's come up. If we know ahead of time, we'll let you know ahead of time. But if not, sometimes we're out and we can't get back in time. So every once in a while we have to do that, but it's never a planned thing, really.
No.
We don't need a break from y'all. We need a break from the world. That's what we're looking for. All right, Mama. Say good night, Mama.
Good night, Mama. God bless you all. Have a wonderful night.
Y'all have a blessed night.